This is the LG TE365 phone. I'm not happy with it at all. When my contract is up, I will be posting this phone being run over by a semi-truck fully loaded, and it's just relieving my frustrations with it. But anyways, for anybody else who has frustrations with it, with things like pocket calling, not being able to lock or shutting off, I have a solution to the pocket calling, but that's about it. So anyways, with this one, first of all, you cannot set an auto lock with a password for security purposes, which I like. You know, after when say 30 seconds goes by, I would like to actually have it lock and then unlock it with a pin, but this does not have that feature on it. So if you're looking for a phone that does that, this does not do it. You can set a pin for when you start up the phone, but once you enter the pin number, it does not relock with a pin. The only way to do that is to go into the settings, quite deep into the settings, and set it immediately. But you have to do that every single time. After when you finish a call, after when you do text, then you have to set a pin number. It's rather inconvenient. Don't like it at all. The biggest issue that I have is pocket calls. I get a number of people calling me saying, "Oh, hey, you know, your phone called me, you know," and either you're singing or you're talking to yourself or talking to somebody else, but people can actually hear you, and I'm tired of it. But anyways, the problem is these buttons here, send and receive buttons, they are raised above the surface of the camera, of the phone, and so when it's in the holster, and let's just say you bend over or anything, then what happens is it presses the send button, and then you call the last person that you basically have on your recent calls list. So I understand that there is a button lock feature where it disables all these buttons here. However, it unlocks by pressing this button first, the unlock button, and then OK, and then it unlocks. Now the chances of doing that in the holster are pretty slim, but what I find is to unlock the phone, all what you need to do is just a slight movement of the keyboard and it unlocks by itself. So therefore, if it's in your holster, and let's just say you bend over to pick something up and then it moves the keyboard a little bit, well, it unlocks and activates these buttons. Therefore, you can lean up against something, or it could press the send button, and then you call the party that's on your recent calls list. So what I found is the third-party case. It looks rather attractive. You can get different designs. It cost me about $22 with tax. And what I find is if you look alongside of it, the buttons are actually recessed now, so any pressure is not going to press the send button. So far it's reduced the pocket calling by about 98%. Looks rather attractive, still fits in the holster, makes it a little thicker, but still fits in the holster. And then the last thing that I hate about this phone is it automatically turns off. Many times, you know, I'd be driving around and my phone would be very quiet. I would go and pick it up to see if it's still active, and sure enough, it's turned off. So I have to turn it on again, and then once it connects, then I could see that I have like missed messages or voicemail. This is very irritating. Now, what I believe is happening is with the keyboard, there's a lost connection somewhere in the power. So if it's in, say, a holster or in your pocket and the keyboard moves slightly, it loses its connection with the battery. A lot of people have this issue, and I hope that they're going to resolve that sometime soon or in the future ones. But for now, I'm done with this one. I just have to wait for my contract to expire.